basic good stance. I think the easiest way to get to a stance is I just squat down until my elbows are on my knees, and then I just bring my hands in front of me, because then I got a good square stance. Hard for a guy to break my position. I'm always keeping in mind I got my hands, I got my head, and I got my hips as my lines of defense. So I want to make sure I'm using my hands and my head to keep them out before he gets to my hips. If he gets to my hips, that's when it becomes more difficult for me to be able to stop him. Okay, so right now we're going to get in stance and just work on some motion drills to where I'm here, I'm in my stance, and now I'm just circling left, circling right. Okay, and I'm going to throw some fakes in there too while you're moving. So a fake is basically, I'm here in my stance. A fake is I'm just going to change my level, just a slight level change, and using my hands to try to sell him on the idea that I'm going to attack him. That's going to get him start to react. He's not really going to feel really comfortable. I just want him on edge all the time. I never want him to feel comfortable to where he can just come in here and hang out. Okay, I want him shaken up a little bit. All right. So right now, just get in stance. Just do some motion, some fakes to warm up a little bit, and then we'll move into some other drills. Okay. Let's hit it. 1, 2. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, one more time. We only got 4 guys. Come on, we can do this. 1, 2. Perfect. Good job. Okay, keep your hands. Sit having your hands in like this. Okay, if I'm wrestling like this and my hands are back here, I'm gonna have to put them out again. So I wanna have my hands. See how my hands are out here in front of my leg already? So I have my hands out here. So while I'm moving, you know, that's the first thing he's gonna touch. If my hands are back here, he's gonna touch my leg, and then I'm gonna have to try to use my hands to help me out. So I wanna make sure I got my hands out here first. You know, I'm faking here, moving, you know, hitting his head, whatever. Put my hands first. There you go. So the idea is to be able to be in good enough shape to where I can come and I can stay in a good, hard match without coming out of my stance. That's the idea. You'll see a lot of guys wrestling, you know, they're wrestling and then they're coming out of their stance. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to be conditioned well enough to where I can go and I can be in my strong position right here for a full 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. Okay? So this is a great drill, just working on your motion and stance. Do it at home, work on it, and that's going to help you build up that conditioning. I don't know if I told you guys this story with the first group or not, but my dad has horses. He's a horse trainer. And so when I grew up, part of my job was to water the horses. I'd have to go out there and have these big barrels that I had to fill up. You know, I don't know how many gallons, but it would take a long time to fill it up. So it was so boring. You know, you put the hose in and you're just watching it fill up for like 5 or 10 minutes each barrel. So what I started doing is just when I was out there, I wanted to get good at wrestling. You know, I wanted to get really good. So every day when I go water the horses, I just go out and I just get in my stance and I move, you know, and fake motion and get my legs strong and able to stay in that position. And it really helped me with my wrestling. It helped me with my motion, my quickness, you know, being able to fake. It helped a lot. So I'd say take time before practice, after practice. Just take time to do a little bit of working on your stance, working on your motion. I know it's a basic aspect, but it's like those are the most important parts. Okay? Just do a little bit every day.